whoever I'm talking to today, Spirit wants you to be open to seeing things in a new light. There is a need here to see things from a new perspective, to take a step back in your life and to look at things from a fresh perspective. What's not working in your life? Is the past holding you back? Do you still have resentments from your past, like back there? Have you dealt with all your resentments? Are there people in your life right now that are holding you back, that are seemingly not helping you grow? Are there certain people that all they want to do is talk about drama all the time and you don't resonate with that anymore? There's a need here to really take a step back and look at your life with a new perspective, because where you're at right now, whoever I'm talking to, you're not growing. And the message today is you got to look at it a little bit differently. So that's going to take some sacrifice, right? Some sacrificing bad habits, old mindsets, maybe people in your life right now that are just not, I don't want to say not on your level, but that you don't resonate with anymore, that are just not on your vibration, or maybe they're just not doing the things that you're doing or not going the same path that you're going. So if you don't resonate with a certain person or place or thing anymore, then why are you still doing those things or talking to those people or going to those places, right? So there definitely is a need for the new perspective, right? For the fresh outlook, for sacrificing some things. Maybe you have some habits that are just bad habits, right? That maybe we need to just let go of, right? Also, we have the higher power card right here. So whoever your higher power is, there is definitely a need to tap into that source, right? Whoever that is for you, it's time, if you're not already doing this, to let the universe or your higher power guide you. Ask for guidance. If you are having a hard time with this, you don't know what to do, ask for guidance. The higher power, your higher power, the universe is always on your side, always with you. So let that higher power guide you. Welcome to Don't Dim to Fit In. I'm Maggie, and I'm so glad you're here. We're going to get some more cards and see what else Spirit has for us today. All right. I'm going to use the Lightseers Tarot and see what else let's get further with the message. All right, I hope everybody had a lovely day today, wherever you are in the world. All right, yeah, and I'm looking at this higher power card. It's number 75. That could be significant. You could be born in 75. You could be a Gen Xer. That could just be your favorite number. 57 could also be significant, but there's a butterfly on here, and there's also a cross. So you could be religious. You could be spiritual. You could have a rebirth right now. You could be going through a spiritual awakening. Again, whatever you resonate with, it doesn't matter. Whatever higher power that you resonate with, when I speak of God or I speak of the universe, that whatever it is for you, okay? All right, Spirit, please show me what my truth seekers and my wisdom warriors need to know for their highest and greatest good. All right. All right. Okay, we've got the Two of Cups. So this could be around a relationship of some kind. Does not have to be romantic. It could be. It could absolutely be romantic. This did land on the Fresh Outlook card, so there could be a need to look at your current relationship or current friendships or your partner and just see what's working, what isn't working. Look at it through fresh eyes, right? Maybe your spiritual eye, and just see if you resonate with that partnership. What needs to be changed, if anything? Spirit is calling you to look at it from a different perspective, whatever that means to you. Okay, Spirit, what else? Okay, we have the Queen of Wands coming out. This is a beautiful card. This is a beautiful energy. This is very creative. This is beautiful. This is just very like a bright light, right? Ah, yes, this is beautiful energy. Okay, she has candles all around her too. And now we have the Queen of Cups. Very caring, nurturing. This could be your energy. I feel like this is your energy. Yeah, if you have anything from your past that is holding you back, especially resentments, you might want to take a look at that. This is great energy so far here, though. This could be your energy. This could be you with you, just kind of figuring out. This could be you learning to love yourself. This could also be a mother figure. We have the Tower. We do have the Tower card. Again, Tower could be good or bad. Take it as it resonates. What is this Tower, Spirit? It did land on the Sacrifice card. So I really feel like this is, you can choose to sacrifice whatever needs to be sacrificed. Okay, again, this could be a bad habit or an old mindset. It could also be an addiction of some sort. It could be codependency. It could be drama. It could be some, just anything, right? It could be a bad relationship or a relationship that just you don't resonate with anymore. So you could choose to do this, or Spirit could bring a Tower and choose to do this. So, take that as it resonates. And I don't say this to bring fear in any way, but that's just the feeling that I'm getting, is that if you don't let go of these things that are no longer serving you, Spirit will bring in a Tower of some sort to take those things away, or to bring you away from those things that are no longer good for you. What is this Tower, Spirit? Ooh. Oh, we've got the Seven of Swords. So this is a very sneaky energy. This is lying, cheating, stealing. This is perhaps sneaking away. This could also be self-sabotage. Yeah. This could be someone trying to sneak away. Now, if you have a Two of Cups situation, a relationship, a friendship, any of those things, something at work, and you choose to sneak away or lie about it, this is not good. This is not what we do, right? We speak the truth. So I really feel like my truth seekers and my wisdom warriors are not going to do this. Hopefully you're not. You will speak the truth and be honest, but someone in your energy might be planning to sneak away. So just be aware of that. Or also, the Seven of Swords is kind of giving me like, maybe you're thinking, well, yeah, I really should give up that bad habit, and you're talking yourself into it, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna give that up. And then you give it up for a few days, and then you're like, no, I'm good. And then you go back to the bad habit. So this could be the Seven of Swords with you trying to convince yourself that you're going to give it up, but then you're like, no, I'm good. I don't really need to give that up. So be careful of self-sabotage as well. Okay. Okay, what else, Spirit? Whoops. Okay, these keep falling. Oh, we have the World. Yes, you're definitely being called to make some sacrifices. Think about it, though. It's like, do you want to keep these bad habits, or these, whatever this sacrifice is? Now, this card, I'll show you the card. This is the sacrifice card, right? And it says, there will be sacrifices you may need to make, either in the short term or permanently, to improve your situation. Are there habits holding you back? Are there thought patterns that are self-sabotaging, like that Seven of Swords? Or are there people who seem to disrupt your flow? reevaluate your needs, and let go of anything holding you back. So this could be certain people in your life that are just holding you back. Maybe they're trying to convince you that, oh, you don't need this growth, or you don't need to do XYZ, things that you might be interested in. Well, Spirit is telling you that this is the world, right? That you need to put an end to that. You need to make these sacrifices. Spirit is encouraging you to make these sacrifices so you can grow. And if you need help doing this, the higher power card is here. So please seek help from your higher power, from your higher power in order to do that. I feel my throat chakra closing up there. Again, this fresh outlook is very important. This is the overall energy. New perspective, fresh outlook on your life. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else do my true seekers need to know? Yeah, I mean, the World card is pretty clear. It's pretty clear. So make sure you're not lying to yourself with that Seven of Swords energy there. Okay, we've got the Ten of Cups and the Two of Wands. So, your family could be just trying to convince you that, like, oh, you don't need to do this. You're fine. Everything's okay. But, really, what do you want? This Two of Wands card, it's like, okay, what do you want for your future? What are your plans? This is about you and Spirit. This is about your purpose. This is about your higher purpose, your higher self. It's like, what do you want, right? What are you being called to do? So don't let family get in the way of this, right? I mean, there could be some people in your family that are naysayers, that are like, no, you don't need to do that, or, whatever. Take it as it resonates. But there are some people that, let's just say, not everybody is going to be excited for you, right? You find your purpose and you feel it, and you're like, yes, I'm so excited. I finally found my purpose. And you might want to keep it to yourself, because not everybody is going to be happy for you. I mean, that's just the truth. So don't let this hold you back. And you might have to sacrifice some of your family, meaning you might have to keep things to yourself, maybe not share everything that you're doing with everybody. That's what I mean by sacrifice. Or, I mean, you might have to cut some people off. That's what I had to do, but just please take this as it resonates. So, and again, go to your higher power, pray about it, or however you connect spiritually with your higher power, do that and ask for guidance. Always ask for guidance. It's very clear here with the higher power card. So just want to make sure that you're always going for guidance to your higher power, especially before you take my guidance. Okay. What else, Spirit? All right, we've got the King of Swords. Yes, so this is air energy. You could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is a lot of head over heart, right? So this is a lot of just strategic thinking. You could be very, very intelligent. Yeah, you could like animals a lot. It feels like you're very, very close to the divine. Yeah, I feel like you know this. I feel like you know that this new perspective is needed. Maybe you've needed to do this for a long time, and that you just need a little bit of a reminder. And you've been planning to do this with the Two of Wands. You're like, oh yeah, I really need to do that, but you haven't done it yet. And maybe it is because of family. Maybe you're like, oh yeah, I really should do this, but like, maybe you've been taking care of your mom, or maybe you've been doing a lot of stuff for your parents or something like that. Yeah, or maybe you've been in your feelings with this King of Cups. I don't know. you're going to take that as it resonates. But with this King of Swords, I really feel like you've known you needed to do this for a while. You just haven't done it yet. So, and you're very wise. There's an owl on here on this card, and I feel like you're very wise. Like, you know you should do this. Yeah, but you've been in this hangman position for a while, and we also have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords in this deck, it's really beautiful because she's just standing on this hill, and she's got her back to, to the reader. And then there's these birds, and there's 10 birds, and they're flying, and it's like she's free. It's like you're free. You have been betrayed a lot, but it's okay because like you've learned the lesson. You've learned the lessons from it. That's why I love this. I love this Ten of Swords because it shows, yes, you have been hurt. Yes, you have been betrayed, but you've also learned from it and you've grown from it. So, and this hanged man can speak to a new perspective. Again, the message being Spirit's calling you to see your life from a new perspective. This is just confirmation. Yes, it is time to look at your life from a new perspective, and perhaps you need to take a step back from family in order to do that. Yeah. Maybe you've been around your family too much. Or you could have just been with this air energy. Maybe you're thinking about your family. And that has been distracting you. And you haven't been able to see this fresh outlook on your life because you've been thinking about your family a lot. Yeah, there is a need for this rebirth energy on the bottom. All right, I'm going to get another deck. I've been looking at this deck. I'm going to use this deck. So, and the Queen of Cups pops out again. Yes, it could be a mother figure that that has been heavily on your mind. Or you could just be thinking about like, how am I going to focus on loving myself? Like, how am I going to focus on my purpose, my life? Maybe you've been focused too much on your family and you're like, oh, I really need to take a step back and focus on my life. That could be it too. I'm getting like both sides. Okay, Spirit, what else do my true seekers need to know for their highest and greatest good? Please and thank you. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles. Tell me more, please. Who are my true seekers working with? Please and thank you. Chariot. Okay. We've got Cancer energy here. Okay, you're feeling really like you have to protect yourself against some people. Could be people at work. You're feeling like you have to be really protective against a group of people, or it could be people at work. Could be a Cancer energy. But it's bothering you. It's really bothering you that you have to have your defenses up. Please tell me more, Spirit. Why do my true seekers have to have their defenses up against this group of people or this energy? Please and thank you. It's really feeling like my throat chakra is closing up. I'm usually not this thirsty during a reading, so. Okay, what's this Four of Cups, please? This is really bumming you out that you have to be so protective. Yeah, we've got the Nine of Wands. It's like you've been in this battle for so long. Like you always have to protect yourself. But you make it through. You're like, okay, I'm fine. I'm used to doing this. But you're tired. You're really tired. Tell me more, please. This could be with a lover or past lover trying to confuse you. Yet you might be protecting yourself against a past lover. If this person is still in your life, what could be blocking you? You could be stuck in the past a little bit with this energy. Maybe you still have resentments against them that you haven't worked out yet, or perhaps it's still fresh, or maybe they're trying to work it out with you and you don't want to. We've got the Seven of Cups here in the Lovers. They're trying to confuse you. It feels like you could have been married to this person or in a high level commitment. Don't have to be, but yeah, it's like we've got the Nine of Swords. It's like stressing you out. But you're the Queen of Wands. It's the Queen of Wands, Spirit. It's stressing you out, but you're like, I'm still gonna shine my light. I'm still gonna work on myself. But behind the scenes or in your subconscious, it's really stressing you out. Maybe you're having a hard time sleeping. Or this could be stressing them out. Maybe the person, because we have the Empress. So maybe this is stressing them out and they're not sleeping. If it's stressing you out, it's, time to take a step back. I almost said stress back. Time to take a step back and figure out what's not working. If you're still engaging with this past person, I bet that's it. Could be time for some healthy boundaries. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you want a new beginning. You're tired of being in this Nine of Wands energy. You want a new beginning. Yeah. You've got the Queen of Swords. You could be speaking your truth. You could be just you could be cutting people off like, if you're not doing this, Spirit's calling you to do this, to cut people off. Yeah, you've been going through this for a while. Yeah, you're just not, you're done with immature in and out type energy. Yeah. What's the advice, Spirit? What is the advice? I mean, besides fresh outlook. Just get some advice, please. I feel like a past person just jumped into this reading, so. You're being patient. Looks like you're speaking your truth. You're cutting people out. What's the advice? We've got the Tower and the Hermit. The advice is to go within. The advice is to figure out what is working and not working in your life and cut out what's not working, which could bring a tower to you and some people. It's not easy to do that. It's not easy to cut people out, right? to end friendships that perhaps you've had for a long time, but it's not working for you anymore. It's not healthy for you. For example, say you quit drinking, and all your friends now, all they do is drink. And they're like, oh, you quit drinking? And you're like, yeah, I quit drinking. And they're like, oh, well, you're not going to be any fun anymore. And you don't want to go out to the bar anymore. But your friends are like, hey, let's go out to lunch and just, or let's go out to lunch, or let's go bowling, or I don't know, let's go out to lunch and go for a hike. And your drinking friends don't want to do that because there's no drinking involved, right? So, that's just an example. Take it as you will. But that's good. That's going to bring a tower, because eventually, this has been my experience. Eventually, you're going to go one way, right? And they're going to go another way. You're most likely not going to hang out with a lot of your drinking friends anymore, because you're just going to go to different places and do different things, right? So, yeah, the advice is to go within and do some healing work. That's the advice. So, 4 Swords. Yep. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So overall, again, my throat. Overall, you're being called to take a step back, figure out what's working in your life, what isn't working. Be this Queen of Swords if you're not already being this Queen of Swords, right? Be this Queen of Swords and cut out what you don't want in your life, what you don't resonate with anymore, what doesn't work for you, what's not going to help you grow. If it's not going to help you grow, then why do you want it in your life, right? And the Queen of Swords is she's a queen, right? So she speaks her truth, but she does it in a very kind way, right? So she's not going to be rude in any way. She's just going to be like, hey, this is what it is. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to speak my truth, and it is what it is, right? And just look at your life from a completely new perspective. Just be like, okay, this is my purpose. This is my goal. This is what I want to do. And just be yourself unapologetically and move forward. Yeah. All right. Let's get a fairy card, and then we will close it out. Yeah. Also, healthy boundaries, especially with past people. Also, if you are still harboring any kind of resentment or bad feelings for anything in the past, you got to deal with that. If you don't deal with it, you're not going to be able to move forward. I know this from experience. There could be also a need to forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive others, deal with any kind of grief, any kind of guilt, any kind of that, any of that stuff, so you can move forward. Yeah. Okay, Spirit, what is the advice from the fairies, please? What's the advice? What's the closing advice, please? Closing advice. Here we go. Okay, we've got new beginnings. We've got new beginnings. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, new beginnings. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. Yes, so take care of your little ideas like you would a baby. Yes, exactly. So, if your higher power, if the divine, if source gives you any ideas, it's for a reason, and cherish those ideas. Yeah. Cherish those ideas. Treat them like it's a cherished baby and protect it. Protect it and take action on it. Yes. Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful. Remember, don't dim to fit in, shine bright, and live true. I will see you in the next video. Bye.